know, they're always cutting people off the council meetings.
Not me, Terry.
And next, we have Cindy Ryu, who's our mayor and member of the council, running for position 5.
Good evening. Thank you very much for coming in on a storm and wintry day, almost wintry. It has definitely been a privilege to represent you and to serve you on the Shoreline City Council. As a city, together we have accomplished a lot. And when those outside of the city see what we have done, they are amazed. And they do comment very positively about Shoreline. Together, we have opened up our government and our public processes. We have protected our parks and open spaces, and I know we need more. I have worked to increase public safety, including funding school resource officers. I have been able to deliver even more results for our city, definitely for the Aurora Avenue funding, by being at the table for Shoreline at regional and statewide boards and committees. I am running again to seek re-election to protect our neighborhoods, and especially during these uncertain times. And we are facing many critical issues in our neighborhoods, and of course one is the muni jail siting process. We need to continue to save Aldercrest, the school, and like Southwoods that many of us work to save, and include in our park system the future of some school district properties. I do have the education, the experience, and a plan to keep Shoreline affordable and keep a firm hand on a budget. And I do have also balanced endorsements. I have both the Democrats and the Republicans endorsing my campaign. ATU, the Bus Drivers Union, AFSCME, the Washington State employees at the Aldercrest School. The Rental Housing Association has also endorsed me, as well as the Women's Political Caucus and the Washington Federation of Democratic Women. And so I want to keep serving you and representing you and to continue the good work that we have all been doing together to protect all our neighborhoods. Thank you very much.
Okay,
First of all, I want to introduce my husband, Cindy Ryu. He's definitely my better half. And actually, Cody Andrews right there. I've been trying to tell you, and your brothers. I guess I'd like to take the family analogy. We have 2 older daughters, class of 2003-2005, from Shorewood High School. And they also have a younger brother who's a freshman at Shorewood now. And so we were on a road trip, and the 2 of them, being girls and fighting, they were fighting in a very small car. And we made the mistake of being in the same car for the 1 whole week. And so he was going, oh, they're fighting again. And I basically thought, you know what, we should be thankful that we're all in the same car together. So I told him, at least they're having a vigorous discussion. And so when he took that, he said, oh yeah, they were talking to each other. We're in the same car. And one actually is living in California. And so it was nice to be together, even though they did fight. As mayor for the last year and a half, when I come and meet folks, or I get called, they say, I'm here to complain. And I said, sure, fine, I take complaints. And I actually appreciate people letting me know when there are complaints, because I want to hear them when they're small. When they're small complaints, rather than when it's been building up and things have progressed so much that it becomes a big problem. You know what? Number 1, it wasted a lot of time, a lot of opportunities. Number 2, it's much more expensive and probably not able to get it resolved. And so I think everybody's already said it. We definitely love our schools. We obviously serve the same, other than the course part, we serve the same constituents, the same taxpayers pay for our operations as well as the schools. And so I think being sisters, I guess, much younger at the city level, I think we should just get in that same car and have vigorous discussions. When I was serving on the Park Barn Advisory Committee, we wrestled with actually 2 different issues. One was the size of the bond, and we knew if it was too big, there was no way we could afford it. So we settled on a smaller bond. And then the second one was originally it included a lot of kind of maintenance kind of things, sports field and so on, less than 10-year term issues. And I actually was part of, and at that time we thought it was really bad economic times. We didn't realize it would become this bad. So we were at a kind of a slow economic time, so we decided to not go to bond at that time. But opportunities did come up because we had done all that work beforehand. The opportunities to purchase Krugerberg came up and South Coast came up. And so when those two purchases, long term, I mean forever kind of purchases came up, then I was much more willing to say yes. Let's go ahead and get into debt, which was the first time for us other than 1%, 0.5% debt situation for the city. So I did advocate for and was behind that, and we were able to purchase those two critical pieces. I think how is just as important as what we do, and the role as I think leaders at the city council level is number one, making introductions. Somebody called it opening the doors. Mary Nguyen actually called it opening the doors. For instance, as soon as I was voted in as the mayor of Shoreline, one of the first groups that came to me was what ended up being Friends of Sunset. Leanne Hoffman came and said, what do we do? This is what's happening, what do we do? So I suggested, go talk to the school board, go talk to the park, go talk to our staff. So I pointed them in. I think I even said, go talk to the representatives. So I hope they came and talked to you guys. So they actually, Friends of Sunset did a great job of putting their organization together. George Piano and Andrew, when you guys needed support, I think by that point you guys were going so well, there was just moral support. I hope I was helpful. And for instance, Aldercrest, I remember when I got this and I was carrying it around and somebody took it from me because I had folded it like this, because it makes great window stickers, you guys. Put it on your purse. Anyway, so I think you guys are doing the right thing and refocusing. Thank you very much. It is neighborhood equity important, of course, definitely. And especially in this area, I think we have a unique opportunity because Lake Forest Park is so close. I think we can work together with Lake Forest Park, and actually the mayor and the mayor pro tem both on the same day happen to have asked me a year ago, could we work together? And of course my answer was definitely. And then of course the jail siting didn't happen, but anyway, we'll somehow work through that. Would I personally advocate for the city to acquire a lease a site like Aldercrest because it addresses the recognized deficit? Definitely. Obviously, with the budget deficit constraints, not a good time to raise taxes. But Councilmember Egan actually has suggested a park bond too. And I've told him, yes, this is not the right time, but definitely we have to get over the budget deficit in the general budget that we have. And we will probably be able to address it in the next few years as soon as that's taken care of, and hopefully we defeat 1033, I-1033, so that we can address it. Definitely, Park Bond 2 is definitely on my agenda. And then the previous question was, what, if anything, would I instruct our city manager and Parks Department to do in order to be more nimble with new opportunities? So when the community organizations were coming to the city to ask for help, basically empower the groups, because we don't have all the answers. We take the clues from you. And so empower the groups, and we have a unique opportunity of offering technical advice. And so I have specifically asked our Parks Director and actually even Joe Talvar for the Point Wells development that we're hoping won't be as big a development, to provide technical service as often as possible. And so